What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? It is the first day of August, and here we are at about 1.45 cents, sitting here with 2 days, 9 hours left in this week. Is that right? Yeah, about 9 hours left in the day, 8 hours, 45 minutes left in the day. We've seen a low today of about 1.368 cents, and I do believe it's quite possible that that is the low of this range overall. I still believe Bitcoin can go lower. That doesn't necessarily mean XCN has to go lower. Perhaps, we come up first, and then when Bitcoin sees its final flush out, we do move down with it, but we get a higher low or something like that. I do very much believe that this is our low. I'm not really convinced that we'd go any lower than that. We could. It's very possible. Anything can happen. If we look at this from a low to a high here, going from the golden ratio to the 786, this is a rather positive reaction. But if we were to go lower, I think 1.31 cents would be the area that we find support. If we can make it back above the golden ratio, which is at about 1.5 cents, then we should validate this as a low. But we need a daily close above 1.5 cents. So if we get above 1.5 cents and stay above there, that'll validate this as the low, and we can start looking forward to higher prices. Okay, let's look at the shorter term time frames, validate this on some indicators, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, 1 hour time frame here. Looking at this with the RSI, we do have some bullish divergence forming. Bullish divergence is a good thing, right? And we have seen that move as a result of that. Let's see. Let's look at this on Coinbase real quick. A little bit of volume coming in, sure. Yeah, it looks nice. Higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in the price. Hidden bearish divergence, but I don't know. It's that bullish divergence trumps it. Maybe that gives us a little bit of turbulence. Again, I'm not saying that we can't go lower from here. I just don't think that we go below this low, right? Or if we do, it'd be some kind of like double bottom and it's slightly lower. Watch it go just below, and then the trolls have a leg to stand on. Ha ha, you were wrong about the low. You got me, man. I was off by 0.5%. You really nailed it to me there. But I don't think that's. I mean, maybe that's what happens, but I don't even think that we go near this low again. Or maybe we are near it now, so anything down there will be near it to a certain degree. But I think we'll form a higher low, if anything, from here. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, I like the 1 hour RSI. All that to say, I like the 1 hour. Looking at the 4 hour RSI, we do have a bit of a double bottom look here overall on the 4 hour RSI with a higher low as well. Lower lows here, that is bullish divergence, and I don't know. I want to say it is bullish divergence, but at the same time, is it? Because you've got lower lows here. You do have a higher low. I've run with this in my analysis before, where I said no, this isn't bullish divergence, but then it plays out as if it is bullish divergence. So I've seen it happen. So maybe yes, maybe no. It's a powerful enough signal though, with the thought that it's an overall double bottom. Okay, it's a powerful enough signal with that in itself. So from a low, nope, that's not the low. Nope, that's not the high. From a low to a high, we have hit the 1272, found support right there, so good, looking good. What we need to do now is get above the 886. Really, what we need to do is get above the golden ratio here at about 1.56 cents. So 1.5 cents yet again showing significance, right? Both on this, I think this relative fib here, is that where it is? No. Where was it? There was some, I can't, oh yeah, it was the overall low to high. Getting above 1.5 cents, but I would say getting above 1.56 just to make it definite. Let's say 6 cents, getting above there, finding support there, or breaking that resistance there would very much validate that this is the low and that we are ready to move higher. So 1.56, 1.57 cents, that's the area to watch on a 4 hour or daily closing period. That's what we want to see. And looking at the 4 hour RSI, I think we're going to get there, right? We've rejected here, rejected here, rejected here, and then we've done some weird squirrely stuff here, which should have allowed us to break out, but it just didn't happen. I think that this trend line coming down to the RSI, this like resistance point here, is weakened, and we should be breaking through it. We should be breaking through it in a very short amount of time, okay? Very, very short amount of time. With that being said, it looks like we're finding resistance at prior support here. So it's very possible that we do come down a little bit. But again, I just don't think that we're going below that low. I have a hard time imagining that we go below this level. Watch us do that, and then we're vindicated right after that. But 4 hour RSI is bearish overall, but it looks interesting enough to where I feel confident that we will start to recover and start to move higher into this overbought zone, something like that. I would think that, with this look, maybe sometime next week around Wednesday or Tuesday, we should start moving up. But over the weekend, maybe consolidate a little bit more, right? consolidate in this range here between about 1.7 and 1.4 cents. We can, if we get above 1.57 cents, 1.56 cents, something in that area, if we get above there, we can go back below it, but I think it'd be best to just continuously close above there, right? We can wick below it. I would rather us not close below it. So just once we get up there, it's okay if we reject there, we come back down, but once we get above there, we should stay above there. Does that make sense? That's kind of the format that I would like to see take place here. If we're looking at this on a daily time frame now, daily RSI is also in an area to find support right here at the oversold area. Lower lows in the price, lower lows in the RSI. We're right in an area that we normally do find support though, right here at this oversold zone. We could go a little bit lower, but, and again, a daily close lower than where we are now wouldn't freak me out too much. But if we were to start closing days below here, I don't know, guys. That might be, at that point, we're just looking at this as lower lows and lower highs. We might go lower than that. And if we were to go back down to 1 cent, that's a bit intense. But even there, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, even there, XCN is still at a ripe opportunity to buy. And if anything, it just makes these, and that's at the golden ratio too, at 1.23 to 1.12 cents. If anything, this is just the area that you'd expect to find support and then move up, okay? If we were to go lower, but I doubt that we're going to go that low personally. At the end of the day, we're waiting for prices to go all the way up to about 26 to 32 cents. Still waiting patiently. We've been consolidating. We've been behaved in this range, right? Very intense at first, very tame and boring here, very long drawn out phase. These long, boring, drawn out phases are perfect for eruptive, explosive movements, and I think that's exactly what we're going to get here over the coming weeks and month. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.